Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We are in the Ivory Sanctum, and I think this is the final door for now, before we actually go elsewhere. So let's just get right on it. Oh, something there. Well, there's another door at the end of this. Can we open it? Yes.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Book here. Coded note. Triangle, pentagram, square, and circle. Is that the correct solution for this? Sorry about it zooming in. Apparently there's two solutions to this. And then the other solution appears to be... How bizarre. Yeah, because that chest... hidden secret compartment room wasn't obvious at all in the wall there.
This is my kind of work.
Get a ring of the sacred touch. Not too bad, not too bad. Expect this is Jeribeth's bedroom.
Ask nicely. Something wrong?
Not really.
This is my kind of work. Might be trap, might be treasure. Pretty good, aren't I?
Get the balanced defender longsword. Anyhow, I need to go AFK quickly. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to run to the bathroom. Lore nature.
The mongrel did it.
Somewhat scary, but harmless plants that grow in the abyss. Someone lovingly recreated a scene from the wilderness of the demon world. Those skulls have seemed to be to open secret entrances all over the place. An entomologist's tool. A board dotted with pins for displaying insects. So there are some very interesting paintings here. Lovely decor. Feels just like home. Make an arborist be damned. Okay.
This is my kind of work.
And with that, I think we're mostly done inside. This should take us out, perhaps? Need key.
I'll go ahead.
Right, so we have to go all the way down here. Pause the recording while they run through the labyrinth. Here we are.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
We will win this war.
Okay, so we also want to do this. And then pop on outside. I strongly doubt that we haven't picked up everything that is actually of interest. Calavacus and Nalfeshni.
My tail is restless.
Everyone counts on me.
I welcome
the
your
road
company.
awaits.
They will break against our resolve.
Attack!
Touch of Chaos. What did that do? Oh,
Out of my sight! You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No glory without risk!
let's exsanguinate the poor creature. Go.
Cover me, all right? Can we retreat already?
A rock. And there's a labyrinth minotaur over there.
I will see to your demise.
And a prophet of Baphomet.
Aim carefully.
You won't survive me.
Almost running out of spells here.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Precision and grace.
That thing down.
Forwards! Endure this.
Let's try this way.
And then that's that thing down. Then let's cross this bridge. Yay. The demons land on the rock with one heavy thud after another, the sounds merging into an unending barrage. More and more fiends appear around you. Many of them are twitching, convulsing, their heads rolling on their necks like they've been stunned. Their disgusting flesh bursts open before your eyes and strange crystals grow from the wounds. A well-built female cultist gives you a mocking salute. How goes it, Crusader? Don't you feel a little out of your depths here? While you were wandering around the sanctum looking for the thing that makes the demons stronger, Xanthir the Plagued One gathered up all the fiends he could and performed the ritual on all of them. He was in haste, so he didn't take proper care, so a few of the demons died in the process, but it makes no difference. Even you, with your power, stand no chance against this army. I'm going to fight till the end, no matter what happens. Of course you will, but your end is nearer than you think. Oh no, Caledon, it looks like we're done for. This fearsome horde's going to overwhelm us at any moment. I'm so afraid I can barely stand or hold my sword. Xela barks a laugh, piercing the cultist with a glare. Not afraid, Paladin? Should be. Where's your light? All I see is the darkness closing in. The cultist's words are drowned out by the resounding call of a war horn. Dismay ripples through the demon host, and a moment later everything around you is filled with blinding light.
In the name of Iomedae, I say to you fiends, flee, for you will find no mercy here. Forge onward to your enemy, champion, and have no fear. The warriors of heaven will keep the monsters from your back.
The hand of the inheritor! Here! Damn it all! You'll answer for this some other time!
Of course it'll be some other time, right? Cowards. For that thing and the
The light, take you.
we should mostly be in an okay state here to get rid of these things.
Distract them from me. Time to share your treasures. Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you. Why not both? Distract them from me.
Okay, I cannot get to them.
Time to share your treasures. Cover me, all right?
That was why. That.
Make every strike count.
Wish I had. Oh, I do have the Moss Examinate. That's nice. They're easier than I thought they would be.
Into the fray.
Again, it helps being buffed up properly.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
He's probably going to come back.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
A solid plan.
I'll make short work of this.
Get up, Wally. Stand where you are.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
He's
Distract
probably
them from
coming
me.
back as well.
Done.
Yep, there's he back.
You won't survive me.
How about another one of those? We need to rest before we go inside.
Attack!
Out of my sight!
The light, take you.
Time to share your treasures.
Endure this!
This will hurt.
Aim carefully.
I will see to your demise.
The game of hide and seek is as old as time itself. The peoples of Golarion have their own versions, but the basic rules are the same. One person hides and another one seeks. The former gets the chance to feel cunning and superior over their unsuspecting opponent, and the latter is turned into a hunter, tracking down a weaker prey. People grow up, but their games never change. Xanthir has cast herself in the role of prey and is betting her life on her decision. But we already know that Xanthir will be going to the Temple of the Good Hunt, so we'll head on there after we are done here. Let's collect all of it, and we really need to rest before we go inside this door. Seems the angels were successful.
I cannot stand demons. If I didn't already know your grandfather was one, I should never have sensed the demon blood in you. You're much too unremarkable.
And you come from Aasimar stock, Your Excellency. But I'd say we're each about as angelic as the other.
Perfect retort. Perfect retort indeed.
I know the way.
A figure in a loose, hooded robe stands facing away from you, hands raised in the air. I have given you the gift of strength. Arise and fight in the name of Deskari, of Baphomet, of whomever you please. I command you, defend my laboratory. Fools. Feckless, useless morons. I'm surrounded by idiots. What have I done to deserve this? What crime have I committed that the universe would punish me so? I can come up with a couple. Several hundreds, probably thousands. Uldrif's whisper is tinged with admiration. He's got a sharp tongue on him. He'd give my old gran a run for her money. Xanthir the Plagued One, you are the one who has been imbuing demons with powers never seen before on Golarion. I have come to stop you. The figure in the hooded robe slowly turns around. Its face and hands are a writhing mass of locusts. If you listen closely, you can hear the rhythmic rasping of little feet and wings rubbing against each other. It is a nickname, the Plagued One. My students coined it as a way of showing their respect. I abhor it. You must know this and be trying to rile me, or you are an ignorant blatherskite flapping his gums. Xanthir falls silent momentarily, and the rustling of the locusts under the cloak becomes even more prominent. Whichever it is, you can claim no superiority over my useless minions and the demons that inhabit my sanctum. I despise my idiot students, who cannot even take a single step without an order from me. I despise demons, self-satisfied imbeciles who prefer to tear hunks of flesh from each other than carry out my instructions. I despise Deskari and Baphomet for forcing me to work with them. The tittering of the locusts grow louder, sounding threatening. I despise you, Vandal. You came into my laboratory, smashing up my specimens and interfering with my work. Away with you. Get out, now.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Right. Peps is already feared. One spell that I really should have used was Remove Fear. Which I'm pretty sure that I do not have. So what is your ailment? You're shaken.
Make every strike count.
The question is, can Woldriff be not shaken? He summoned some frost giants, a couple of them.
Into the fray!
I don't think that did much.
Precision
And grace.
That did something.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Feast of Blood again. Apparently it doesn't affect them because they are burial or something.
Cover me, all right?
And he shape changed into a dragon.
The inheritor! Guide my blade!
And then he's back here. He died? No, he shape changed into that.
The light! Take you!
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Oof. That thing will return.
You won't survive me.
The swarms, annoying
Into
things.
the fray!
Distract them from me.
At least now they're here, but I can't do anything because I'm affected by them. Nauseated.
Die already.
This is basically what you can play as, the swarm that walks.
I'll make short work of this.
Endure this!
Time to share your treasures.
I don't think I can do much except just cast fireballs and hope for the best. Now he can't do anything because he's nauseated. How long? It doesn't last long. This might help. I doubt it, but it might. I should add that to the list of buffs. Lan is nauseated, I think. So is Betab. Let's gather up everyone down here so I can use the fireballs. Peps is nauseated. Wally isn't. Sela seems to be nauseated.
Take you!
Cover me, all right?
There's one of them gone. That was another one gone.
Out of my sight.
Make every strike count.
Was another one gone. And who is this? Xanthir Vang again.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Into the fray!
Well, maybe you can be exsanguinated, Xanthir? You can. Now is a shambling mound.
I will see to your demise. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
At least he seems to be dying. Now what? Okay. Defeated, Xanthir drops to his knees. For a few drawn-out seconds, all you can hear is the rustling of the locusts shifting under his robe, the sound suddenly morphing into rasping, unnatural laughter. Who could have predicted that a vandal, my enemy and the enemy of my masters, would be the one to rid me of my excruciating servitude? You are an unforeseen, unknown quantity that has solved the impossible equation. Such an elegantly simple solution to all my problems. The eerie laughter dies away as quickly as it came. Xanthir lifts his head and looks out at you from his locust-sworn face. You have earned a reward. I know why you are here and what you seek. You destroyed my laboratory, stood in the way of science, and halted my demon transformation experiments. But I doubt you know the source of the Nahindrian Crystals necessary for the process. I will show you the path to the truth, Vandal. But first, you must answer 2 of my questions. Why are you so sure that I don't have that information already? Doubting my intellect is a foolish move. If you already knew the truth, you would have directed your efforts to destroying my supply routes, not breaking into my laboratory. And why do you think I'll believe you? Because it's the logical thing to do. What motive do I have for concealing information that you will inevitably learn from the notes scattered around my laboratory? Xanthir falls silent for a moment. Furthermore, I would very much like to see your face as enlightenment dawns. ask your questions. Name the location of my laboratory before I was forced to relocate to the inhospitable Ivory Sanctum. Dresden? Correct. Did you know that, or did you simply guess? Well, Krynock may have given us a hint. It is of no consequence either way. And now answer me this. Why was my laboratory located there specifically? Why was Dresden chosen for my residence in the Worldwound? I don't remember the answer to this. Probably... The guide isn't clear either. That's where the Nahindrian Crystals were being sent? Oh, that sweet moment of insight. The moment when the final layers shrouding the mystery suddenly fall away. The locusts beneath Xanthir's hood chirrup derisively. I have been acquiring and continue to acquire Nahindrian crystals from the rift in the Midnight Fane, a shrine located deep below Dresden. The entrance to it is located right in the heart of the city. It is sealed by a barrier created by Lawful Evil herself, and later disguised with the symbol of your own precious Iomedae. Sure, she's my precious, but okay. Xanthir steels himself and slowly stands. What is it like to realize that the enemy has all this time been concealed in the bowels of your very own fortress? Don't bother answering. It was a rhetorical question. Now, let us finish this, Vandal. End my existence and free me from the burden of carrying out the orders of idiot masters and offending my eyes with the sight of their feckless followers. Midnight Fane? What is it, and how have the demons managed to hide it from me? Your naivety is worth lingering in this world. A surprising, incomprehensible phenomenon. I regret that I will not be able to study it under laboratory conditions. Chittering laughter emerges from beneath Xanthir's hood. Deep below Dresden, where the power of the Sword of Valor cannot reach, there is a place where the abyss and the material plane meet. It is where Lady Arilu opened one of her rifts, creating a direct route to the abyss. That is where the Nahindrian crystals are coming from. The rift leads to... I suppose I don't want to spoil the surprise, Vandal. You do so love surprises, after all. Why didn't the demons attack Dresden from the inside, given that they had access? Such an attack will reveal the secret of the Midnight Fane to the Crusaders. It has no right to fail. Unfortunately, you impressed Darazand so much during the battle for Dresden that he lost all courage. I am sure you will meet him in the Fane, aggrandizing himself at the expense of whoever happens to be around. What a laughingstock. However, sooner or later he will certainly try to attack Dresden from the inside. He's more afraid of Discari than you. What are Nahindrian crystals? Special keys that can, with a proper handling and after a tedious ritual, awaken mythic powers in a demon. The process was discovered and developed by the great Lawful Evil, my mentor. She calls it transformation. Those who have undergone it are called mythic demons, for their powers truly deserve to be glorified in myth. Are you that eager to die? Why should I even answer your questions? Why stave off my final transition into blissful oblivion? Xanthir cocks his head to one side. I will answer you, but only out of my own curiosity. I want to see what intrigues a lowly creature such as yourself. Have you seen my underlings, my so-called students? What, I ask you, can they hope to learn from me? Buffoons, that's what they are. A pathetic parody of scholarly devotion. They hear my words, but they do not understand them. Mindless fanatics and cultists. Idiots besieging me with their endless questions. Killing them is pointless. I cannot banish them or use them as test subjects, because as soon as one dies, two more sprout in their place. Xanthir's voice is drowned out by the locust's furious cheering. And the demons I am forced to work with? They are unable to fulfill even the simplest of instructions. All their tiny minds can think about is how to chew one another to pieces. Darazand, Minago, Jeribeth, they all started plotting against me as soon as I took up my post. How am I to work under these conditions? I am surrounded by utter morons. My only ambition has been to study the sciences, to discover secret truths, but instead I have been obliged to manage a herd of brainless animals. I have found myself at a dead end. I cannot abandon everything and leave. I will only be exchanging life in this unbearable place for life among nameless ruins, constantly aware that my former masters could find me and exact retribution. I could hardly continue my work without my laboratory. Xanthir grows quiet for a moment. You have given me a way out, Vandal. A place where only peace awaits me, where I will have no students or masters. Death. I am tired. Who are you, Xanthir Vang? Xanthir makes a sound that is not unlike a sigh. I am a higher being. I surpassed my mortal shell, discarded it, transformed myself like a larva, becoming a locust. My loyal service to the dark arts has not gone unrewarded. Lords Baphomet and Discari both gave me their consideration. I earned respect on this side of the Worldwound, and the only person whose respect I have not won is my mentor, Arilu Vorlesh. That is all that is permissible for you to know. I want to know more. How did you achieve this state?
What a find!
I won't be telling you anything. I did not spend years conducting research, carrying out experiments and studying forbidden texts just to give it all away to some vandal. The sacrifices I've made, the impossible truths my mind has had to encompass, Discari's philosophy, Baphomet's sophistry, Areshkagal's riddles, the nebulous ravings of lesser-known demons such as Isyagna. You have probably never even heard these names before. It's enough that you have managed to get your hands on my notes. They say there is no king's road to knowledge, but for vandals there isn't so much as a dirt track. If you want to achieve what I have, then follow the path I had to take, every single step. Sela frowns. What's with all the questions? We already know enough about this freak to destroy him once and for all. The best thing for everyone is if the knowledge of how he came to be like this dies with him. What is it like to be a swarm? It is impossible to explain to someone who has not made the same exalted journey. Endless bliss, endless splendor, endless solitude. Among the lower creatures there is no one who can understand me now. What do you know about Arilu Vorlesh? She is my mentor, although she has never given me the slightest recognition. It was she who invented the method for transforming demons using the Nahindrian Crystals. Admiration, envy, and hurt all vie for dominance in Xanthir's voice. She is the best of all humans and demons, a true scientist, pioneer, architect of the Worldwound. It is ironic that both of the Abyss's finest scientific minds were mortals once, isn't it? What can you tell me about Jeribeth? A troublesome gnat who thinks herself the queen of this dung heap. She hates me for usurping her in the sanctum, but she doesn't dare go against the orders of Baphomet and his daughter Hepsamira. Jeribeth is a known quantity, and a negligible one at that. You may be interested to learn that Jeribeth has given me her mark. Wait, if I do that... then I'll have to kill him again. Nah. I'll put an end to your existence. Farewell, Vandal. I would thank you if I hated you any less than my master. May Baphomet and Discari burn, and may you burn with them. Small key. And then an old grimoire. 3 slots for level 1 spells, 2 slots for level 2 spells, and 2 slots for level 3 spells for the wearer spellcasting class with the highest caster level. And a headband of vast intelligence level 6. Or plus 6. That'll be interesting. So that was the end of the Great Xanthir, the Plagued One.
This is my kind of work.
Touch of Mercy. A Falchion. Okay, that's 2 items per turn fix. Save and see if we can get through this Lore Nature check.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
A magic sarcophagus with a tight-fitting lid. The locust creature can sleep inside it unafraid that the swarm will disperse. Now there's his book. No, that's the Diary of a Student. Is it this one? Yes. Let's quickly have a look at the books that we have now. Baphomet the Imprisoned, Looking Almanac, Fairy Tales, Make an Arborist Be Damned, we opened that earlier. On the Nature of the Divine, The Unsung Feats Behind the Crusades, Diary Found in a Crypt, we've read that. Arveng's Note, we've read that. Diary of a Student of the Great Xanthir, the Plagued One. Monster Hunter's Diary, I think we've read that one too. Old Sarkorian Diary in a burned binding, I'm pretty sure we've read that one too. Then Xanthir Vang on the Nature of Demons. Convinced we've read that one. Where is it? Here it is. Xanthir Vang's Notes. Read that if you like. I'm going to get rid of the old notes from like Hosilla's orders and stuff like that. I don't think we need them later on. Learned something from 3 of those books. Okay, this episode is going to be slightly longer than the usual ones. Is that the only...
As it should be.
Yeah, it is. You discover Jeribeth, engrossed in a task. She is holding a locust between 2 delicate clawed fingers, one of the locusts that previously comprised Xanthir Vang, and you watch as she slowly pushes a needle into its body. The demon observes the locust's convulsions with fascination. This will require a lot of work to preserve this beauty. You did as you promised, Crusader, but you do know that making deals with demons is a losing game, yes? Lucky for you, I enjoyed playing mortals so much that I will keep up the act and fulfill my part of the bargain. Ask me a question. I will answer. No. 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 This one might be interesting, but I think we're going to ask about Arilu Volish. What do you know about Arilu Volish? Your head is filled with a harsh, rattling sound. It seems that Jeribeth is angry. Arilu Volish. 100 years ago, she was a human, a common eldritch sorceress from Sarkoris. But Sarkoris did not care for arcane magic users. Druids, shamans, and priests ruled those lands, and they despised anyone who wielded magic in any ways different to their own. The mages held in greatest suspicion saw out their days in the prison known as the Threshold. And that is where Arilu was held. From her cell, she appealed to Lord Descari, and for some reason he saw something in that pathetic mortal plaything that was worthy of his attention. No one knows what they spoke of, what they did, but Arilu emerged from her prison cell utterly changed. She emerged when the earth all around was fracturing, and all Golarion shuddered from the wound inflicted on it. Right there, within the walls of Threshold, the Worldwound began to break open. Arilu changed her very nature. She turned herself into a half-fiend on her own, or with the Lord's help, I don't know. Her powers grew exponentially, and many of Descari's generals surging through the wound into Golarion saw her as a queen. Gutless losers. Arilu was entirely unaffected by her fame. It was as if nothing could provoke her. Not the hatred of her former people, not the fear and envy of the demons. And this is how she is to this day. She roams between the planes alone, pursuing her own ends. Arilu Volesh, betrayer of humanity, architect of everything you see around you. I promised to answer your question, and I did. Now, the only thing standing between me and control of the Ivory Sanctum is you. Kill him.
You won't survive me.
Distract them from me.
She did a lot, Wolf did a lot of damage on her there.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
Forwards!
And dead she is.
Precision and grace.
Endure this!
Get an extend meta magic rod. That is useful. And that, my friends, is the Ivory Sanctum done. Can go back here if needed, but that's it. That is it indeed. Now we could continue to explore down here, but I don't really feel like it. Makeshift lab down here is another important place for us to go. How is our crusade going? We have Hell Knights waiting for us in Dresden, and we have a report. Mechanical description. Thank you. Okay. Decrease 11 days left until our letters are disclosed, and 7 days left until the ziggurat is complete. We can do this, but that is not of interest to me. Omelette innovation. Dragons in care. Okay, so this is giant omelette, such as have never been tasted. But this is what we are going to do with the dragon eggs. We're not going to make an omelette of them. New stuff. Okay, that one is done too. Okay, we have lots of things that we need to deal with there. For now, though, I think we'll wrap up the episode here. So if you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section below. For now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.